Hope you're enjoying the holiday season as we return to historical Memorial Arena in Brampton for Week 4 of the Arenalacrosseleague with the Toronto Monarchs visiting the Brampton Express. Hello again, Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Starting goalies for the Monarchs, it's Joel Watson. And at the other end, Cole Gervais gets the call for the Express. Officials for tonight's game, return of the Mac Abbott is the crew chief. He's working with Mark Sands of the Hourglass and Fast Eddie Fines. Head coaches for Toronto in his first season, Nick Krepensek. His assistants are Justin Wilson-Kirby and Ryan Kelly. And on the other side, Jeff Dowling, not here, usually calls the shots for the Express. His assistants will take over Kevin Haynes, Brock Boyle, and Ryan Campbell. And as we get set to go here, Toronto Monarchs come into this game, of course, with a 1-1 record after beating Ohsweken 13-9 a couple weeks ago. Well, this Brampton Express team has been consistent despite the lineup changes. They're coming off a 12-10 win over the Oshawa Outlaws. We are underway here off the draw. Possession right away to the the Monarchs, and man, oh man, Steve Minash just right off the draw, taking it first shot of the game, finds the back of the net, and how about that? I'm not even sure the crowd even had a chance to sit down. And it's a 1-0 lead. So talking to these coaches prior on the Monarchs side, of course, team chemistry was something they wanted to work on, as well as their power play. This time around, no, the Express off the draw. They'll get their first look on offense, and they'll start it on the left side. Nathan Jones out there. They'll swing it around to the right side, looking for an opening. That shot well wide by Jacob Janke, and good job down low, trying to go up and down, but not able to find the back of the net was Jordan Medeiros. And now the Monarchs will counter the other way and get it over the timeline. Full lineup for these Monarchs for the first time in 2 games. Parker Pfeiffer out there, one of the Fife Dog crew, and Jordan Dance back for Toronto, the captain of the team, the dancer, in some trouble there. Cody Menzies swings that back, and that goes up and out of play. Good defensive stance for the Express. They'll carry it up the other way. Curtis Butka will lead things off. Mitchell Jeffroy on that left side, swinging around, working it to Curtis Ward. Ward has been outstanding. That stop right on. Good pad save, ball loose. Jeffroy in there. Manages to come away with it, tries to tuck it down, but Watson had that cover now, and here come the Monarchs. They will curl out and wait for the offense to jump into effect here, and it'll be Riley Ford. Ford out there working alongside of Cody Innes. Innes trying to turn the corner, looking for that screen and roll. Can't do a whole lot with it. 5 on the shot clock, maybe a bit of panic there, and Express will regain possession. Janke got to beat a defender on the move with Ben Heidecker all over him. Jones now is going to set things up. Looking for an opening, kick it back out. Jones the recipient again here. Shot clock at 6. Zach Sutherland also out there. That chance, though, denied. There was no short side at all as Janke tried to put one where there wasn't, and Joel Watson denied him. So another look on offense for the Monarchs. They'll work it around Menzies in that right shooter spot. Down low. Beauty pass. That one picked up the iron, and it'll be a reset. Patrick Thompson out there now on offense. They'll work it to Tanner Buck. Buck looking screen and roll, looking for the dancer. Jordan Dance pushed back out, 10 on the shot clock. Dance is going to let that one go. Never got through. Good defense, but recovered, and Dance gets another chance wide of the mark. They'll take a third crack at it. And again, Cole Gervais, right where he should be, makes all 3 stops. Express now counter and go to work. Thomas McDonald is going to work it to Jake McNabb. Butka cutting, and his shot off the pad, off the post. Monarchs regain possession now, and they'll work it in transition. Good job to get it over the timeline as Nathan Ethier out there. He'll retreat to the bench now, and Parker Pfeiffer will set things up. Pfeiffer comes in, 4 goals, 5 assists. He's been one of the scoring leaders. Jordan Dance, as we're going to have a delayed penalty coming to Brampton. Swing pass, and that's knocked down. So first power play opportunity of the game will go to the Toronto Monarchs. That's one of the areas that, of course, head coach Nick Krepensek would like to see some improvement on. But again, this is just the 3rd game of the season for this Monarchs team. So still trying to find their groove and get comfortable and fill some positions that have been changing. So I'm sure having Jordan Dance back in the lineup is going to help them. So a too many men call gives the Monarchs their first look with the man advantage. So Buck's out there with Dance, Riley Ford, Pfeiffer trying to go far side. That's stopped by Gervais, loose. Good battle, and that's through the crease, the call as Cody Innes touched some of that, and now Brampton going to try to get over, but it's stolen right back by Buck. He'll work with Ford, so no need to do a full change defensively for Toronto as they'll go back at it with a full shot clock. Remember, it's the 20-30 shot clock, and they don't need any as Tanner Buck picks up his first of the game, 3rd of the season, comes courtesy the power play, and we're tied 1-1. Sorry, and it's 2-0 now, for the Monarchs. So this was similar to the start that the Express had last game where they came flying out of the gates in their win over Oshawa, but different story here. So Jake McNabb now on the offense. We'll go back to work. Team's back at 5 aside. McNabb looking to turn the corner. Good defense there. Swings it around. They'll work it to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Jones well wide of the mark. That'll go up. And Sutherland did his best to try to keep it on this side of the line, but nothing doing as we are just over 10 minutes to play here, opening quarter. Patrick Thompson out there. They'll work it half boards on that left side. Kick it back, Menzies. Give and go. That's not a good pass from Thompson. Good job to recover. With plenty of time on the shot clock, they'll kick it back out to Ford. Ford from way out. That shot never got through. Chance here to pick up that rebound. That shot from way out. Gonna have to move closer. Ford picks it up. Tried to go around his back and tuck it in that other corner, but knocks this one down and gets the steal. Tries again and doing the splits, Cole Gervais. So some great forechecking by Riley Ford. And this time a better job, though, of getting it up and over the line by Jordan Medeiros. Zach Sutherland, he'll flip off, working on that side, and Austin Hansen in there. Hasten, and Express finally get on the board, and they sure needed that as they cut the deficit in half. It's now 2-1. So Mitchell Jeffroy delivering when his team needs it. That's a big one as far as momentum goes. When you talk about which teams so far in the Arena Lacrosse League have shown some consistency, you have to look, of course, defending champs come to mind. These Brampton Express certainly have done a good job sitting at 2-0. No knock on the Peterborough Timbermen, who are also 2-0. They haven't quite faced the toughest part of their schedule yet. Parker Pfeiffer, the Fife Dog, answers right away. And they just gave him way too much room to step into that as he finds the mark, and it's back to a 2-goal lead. First of the game, 5th goal of the season for Pfeiffer. We're under 9 minutes to go here, opening quarter. 2 hands on there will give it right back as Colin Matthews. But Merry Christmas as Mason Kaminga, in a very giving mood, turns it right back, and now it'll be the Express over the timeline. Almost a bit of a mix-up. Good job by Noah Labar to recover that, gets it to Ward. Ward swings it around to that right side. Looking for an opening. McNabb filtering out late. Butka, they'll work it, overload. Back out. Ward will take the underhand. That's wide of the mark. Try to get his own rebound. Bailed out. Shot clock winding down. Good defense by the Monarchs. They'll pick up possession now, go back to work. Pfeiffer, last out on offense, swims closer, moves in, tucks his way, curls out, gets it back. Dancer, back to the sidearm. That's wide of the mark. That's going to go over the timeline. And they say it was touched. But either way, good hustle to get down there and get on it by Robert Cristello. And he'll work it, get it to Sutherland. Sutherland now, isolated one-on-one, gets a step. Good stick check there by Heidecker as he forces the turnover. And now the Monarchs will move it up with Nathan Ethier. Good job of getting it over the timeline, but runs into the double team. They close that off. Matthews going for it. Menzies can't get it, but Buck can. 15 on the shot clock. So a 30-20 shot clock, keep that in mind. That means the reset doesn't go back to 30 if you regain possession. It just goes to 20. Pfeiffer, 5 on the shot clock. That's shot top corner. So the Fife dog continues to bark it up as he works that top corner for the second time, second of the game. It's 4-1. So they're working Cole Gervais. Cole Gervais on that. His left, our right side top corner. As that's 2 in a row that have been put there, and off the draw. Almost a theft, but a turnover as Jonah Beam takes a shot. So if you blinked, you missed it. But what was initially an outstanding face-off win again by Delmonish, instead Jonah Beam capitalizes and picks up his first of the game. Jonah Beam, just one of those players that takes care of a lot of those things. Not only is he one of the leaders in the locker room, but what he brings you, the toughness he brings you, the instincts, the smarts, and he's always thinking defense first. Wins the draw there. Janky, but wrong stick side. Going to go for a little loop around, look for someone, kick it back out. McNabb, swing it around. Jeffroy setting up, looking for an opening. Monarchs collapsed inside, that way out. Easy save by Watson. Kaminga's going to battle for it. He'll pick it up, move it up. Thompson now, quick pass, zipped across, and they'll settle things down now. Got the advantage, down low, trying to tuck it in, and that's creased the call. And with 6:20 to go, that will take us to our first officials' timeout. Back after our officials' timeout, it will be possession to the Express. Trailing by 2 to these Monarchs here. We are in the opening quarter. Hope you had a great Christmas, and we're back at her. Of course, week 4, 1 today. Tomorrow, it's Oshawa against Paris at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. Then a doubleheader follows that. Those details, of course, to follow. Aaron Walker trying to match up and send Mitchell Jeffroy back out. Ward's going to work it around Sutherland. They'll swing it around McNabb. That one wide of the mark. Jeffroy will pick him up with 8 on the shot clock. Got to let it go. That one wide of the mark. Ball loose, Karam. Sutherland fought for it, but they will leave it. Possession will belong to Toronto. They'll set it up. Pfeiffer has some room. He'll step in, but a good job getting that stick in the shooting lane by Andrew Horsley, and they missed him the last couple of games. He is another one of those vital pieces for the Express. Swing around on the reset, but a manual count going. That one not able to hold on to it was Jordan McKenna. Fights to get it back. Pfeiffer from way out, and Gervais just got a pad on it, so it'll be reset to 20. Another 20 to work with. Thompson swinging around. Bad pass, though, to Pfeiffer, and Gervais now with an outlet will send away the Express. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the first. Janke, he's going to stop, drop, and set up shop before swinging around to Jones. Nathan Jones kicks it back. Sutherland lets that go, and we've been waiting for him to come alive, and he sure did with a good overhand there for his first of the game. That's his 8th goal of the season, and he has been lighting the lamp on the regular. It's now a 4-3 game. We had a chance to speak with the coaching staff for the Express. They, again, similar to all the other coaches, they talk about chemistry. They were talking about being on the same page. Not always easy to do when you got different guys at practice and different guys in the lineups. That, of course. Also said that they are definitely a work in progress, and they're pretty pleased with the fact that even with a couple of different lineups, they've been able to come away with a couple of wins. That shot attempt by Riley Ford, stopped by Gervais, and now Medeiros will tiptoe over the timeline, working the Butka. He'll wait. Jeffroy now. He'll swing it back to the right. In late. Teeing that one up, and getting a whole lot on it was Austin Hazen. Apologize for mispronouncing his name earlier, but in the lineup for the Express for the first time, and now it's the dancer. Jordan Dance, he'll play the two-man game, swinging around to the Fife dog. 15 on the shot clock, Beam on him. That's a tough matchup for Pfeiffer. Beam. Pfeiffer goes airborne. And that's a crease anyway, as Gervais closed off that short side now, and Matthews will flip. Janke will take over. Ward. Looking inside. That's a tight pass. Sutherland, though, picks up that rebound. So a fresh 20. And now it's Ward again with some room. McNabb, that one right on, steered aside by Watson. Ward sizing it up, looking to get that step again with the flip, looking for Jones. This time, Heidecker gets a stiff arm from McNabb. McNabb looking for something. He just straightened up the sights, and that one stopped by Watson. I wasn't sure if that went off Heidecker or not, but now with chances, Heidecker will hightail it over the timeline as we inch toward the 2.5-minute mark. Menzies out late. Good first step. Great save, though, by Gervais as he closed that one right off. Dalmanish had an opening. Brampton now trying to counter. Ward out there skipping through the middle. McNabb now will slow it down. They'll be a little more deliberate here with this offensive set. Kaminga on McNabb. Gets a step. Good stick check. That took a whole lot off that bounce shot. And now Toronto will look to move it over the line. They do with Aaron Funky Walker, Dirty Talker. Fife. Under the 2-minute warning. Thompson. Innes will swing it around, and it's Buck. Looking for the flip. He's harassed by Horsley. Horsley all over him, 5 on the shot clock. Buck switches hands. Dive attempt, and no goal as Pfeiffer just had the toes on the crease in the back. And now it's Duncan Cart with the extra E. Call him Cart, call him Carte, whatever you like. He likes the extra E. That's what we're working with. Sutherland. Two-man game on the right side, working it back to Jones. Janke with a step, diving off the post. Rebound scooped up. And it's Braden Mayer out there. And a bad pass. Sutherland couldn't handle the short hop, understandably so. That'll roll all the way into the offensive end, so Monarchs won't have to lug it over the timeline. Dancer's going to pick it up. They're going to go to work. One-on-one with McDonald. We're into the final minute. Bounce shot, top corner, right side. Jordan Dance has brought his A game back here as he finds the mark, and they certainly missed him. So Dance picks up his first of the game. It's a 5-3 lead now for Toronto as they put an end to that 2-goal spurt. Back at it. Pfeiffer has a step. Flips it back out. As I think he was running out of room there. And 40 seconds left on the game clock. So just 15 on the shot clock. Block. That's right on. Stop. Gervais is going to pick that up. He's going to look for an outlet, but he airs it out, and it's intercepted. Chance here. Ford, wrong stick side. Good decision. Had no angle whatsoever. But now Neil Adamson on him. One-on-one. Ford trying to post him up. He coughs it up. Back the other way, 15 on the game clock. McDonald working, has a man with him. Tucks it over. Dancing, but a great save there as point blank. And now Toronto, that's Mason Kaminga, and that's going to give possession right back to Brampton with 3.4 seconds. So a chance here for the Express. If they can execute, possession's going to belong. They're going to give it to them back in their own end. So it is a play it where it lies. They'll zip it across, and that will go for naught. 15 in the books here at Brampton Memorial. 5-3 Toronto. We'll be back. Set to go here for second quarter. Just flip your computer screen the other way. TV teams now change direction, of course, as that ball kicked down into the Monarchs end. Janke pretty hands-on in there with Jonah Beam. Jonah Beam trying to clean up house there in that corner as ball remains loose, and that's going to be possession belongs to the Express. Some good work. They'll set things up and let the offense go to work. Janke will stay out there working with McNabb. Janke gets it go. So great job of utilizing Sutherland on the screen, and he got tangled up there with Nathan Ethier. But in the meantime, between time, great job to find that far corner as on that end, boy, that top right corner is getting some work. First of the game for Janke. Again, the lead now for Toronto. Back to a goal. Off the draw again. Express with Horsley. Win that draw in possession. Work at the Colin Matthews. And he'll hold up on that half boards. Or will he? Keep your eye on him. He is speedy. Got a great first step. And that's going to be a penalty for sure as McNabb was taken down and out by Riley Ford. Good sportsmanship there, but illegal cross-check going to be the call. So Brampton will get their first power play opportunity of this game. So the Express strike first here in the second. A chance now to pull even again if they can capitalize on this power play opportunity. So Jake McNabb at the top. You've got Jeff Roy and Sutherland. They are in the shooter spots. Got Hazen down on that crease, and that shot right on, and now it's Patrick Thompson. Thompson leans in. Thompson tucks it in the far side. That's why he is the most dangerous transition guy in the Arena Lacrosse League by doing that. First of the game, that's his 5th goal of the season. And he was instrumental in picking up some of that offensive slack when they didn't have Jordan Dance in the lineup. And instead of picking one up, the Express give one up now and trail 6-4. Off the draw, LaBarre will control, and they'll set things up now. So You got to let that go and move forward. Hazen out there as well in that crease. And that one knocked down. Great job. Picked off as Hazen almost tucked that one right back at you. And instead, that's going to belong to Kaminga and the Monarchs. And they'll look to move it up in a hurry and burn some time. But instead, they give it right back. And now McDonald. He'll flip. Jeff Roy will stay out there on this power play. Still over a minute left in the man advantage. And the usual suspects out there. So it's Jeff Roy down on that crease. Looking on the interchange, McNabb. McNabb again trying to go. And that one goes through the arm pad off the post and out. And it's Walker now. Has Thompson with him. Ethier thought about jumping in the rush. Made a good decision now. And they'll work it to Dance. Try to burn some clock. 40 seconds left in the man short. Dance. Looking for an opening. Adamson needs some help. Dance. And a good recovery as they take it away. But Dance, job well done. As they burn 30 now and just 20 seconds left here in this Brampton power play. So Ward out there now on that left crease. Sutherland has some room. Skip. That shot wide of the mark and will go into the bench and out of play. So the Monarchs do a good job with just 4 seconds left in the penalty. And they have possession here, so they'll let the penalty run out. We're back to 5-on-5 here with just over 12 minutes to play in this first half. Cody Menzies looking for Buck. Menzies almost got it back but didn't now, and Medeiros. He'll roll out. Jones recovers from the flip, taking an awful lot of time to get the offense out there. And now they finally do. Janke in, back out. Ward gets a step but didn't have an angle. Watson closed that off now and zips one up to Heidecker. Heidecker doesn't have numbers. Backdoor covered in Dance and waits for the trailer and finds Pfeiffer. Fife looking down. Good pass inside. Beauty bounce. Finish. So a great pass from Pfeiffer. Catches the trailer, Lucas Vera. Coming out, and he finds the mark for the first time. It's 7-4. Just a sign of an outstanding player, outstanding leader, not worrying about who you're passing to. Pass it to the open man, and great job to slow up on the cut by Vera, and then the acceleration is what got him open. Off the draw. Matthews battling, fighting in there with Delmonish. Knocked down. Great play there, and some good work by Extra E to get it done. Express. Hazen bounces off one. Looks inside. Tough pass. Tried to get it to McNabb. Still time in the shot clock. Butka playing safety. He'll swing it around. McNabb has room. Inside. Beauty pass off the post. So Hazen's come close a couple times. That one he rung off the iron. They'll get 20 more to work with. 10.5 to go. Second quarter. Hazen. You can hear them saying help, help, because, boy, he is a handful as he finds the mark for the first time, and you can see teetering on it as he had a few outstanding opportunities. Rung one off the post, finally found the mesh on that one. 7-5 the score in favor of Toronto. Like we said before, Toronto comes in with a 1-1 record. These Brampton Express sitting at a perfect 2-0. Off the draw, Kaminga going to have to chase it down. Janke's right on him. Kaminga comes away with it, avoids the crease, and looks to move it up on a beauty pass. So a good job on the lead. That one's rung off the iron. So Devin Dunkerley. And kid you wrong, Devin Dunkerley playing out. Usually course, a netminder, but it's a different Devin Dunkerley altogether. That shot steered aside by Dance. Dance recovers the rebound, gets 20 more, kicks it back out. Good screen. Menzies looking on the roll, but got tied up. So Medeiros and Menzies, good matchup there. Two speedsters, and that hit from behind will give possession back to Brampton. Horsley will take his time and get it into the offensive end. Jeffroy now will repocket that with Ethier on him. Ward with the screen. That shot finds his way through as Watson just did not have a good handle on that stick. And that bouncer went through the 5-hole. Mitchell Jeffroy with his second of the game. Sorry, my mistake. That's Delmonish with his second of the game. Well, let me recorrect that. It is Mitchell Jeffroy. Ford had my teams flipped, and now back to work of the Monarchs. So still a one-goal game. 2 has been the largest lead here. And that off the head of the stick with 9 minutes to go. Janke will pick that up. Brampton now with Sutherland. Sunderland swings it across. And it's Ward. Ward, good fake the first time. That one tried to change the angle and down on a bad step. And we got to hope that he's okay. That looks like Hazen. Dancer out late, just wide of the mark. And Hazen is limping off, so that's not a good sign. We'll have to check on him, make sure he's okay. Some great stick work there, though. So Duncan Cart limping off after turnover. Toronto now with a chance. Buck, Dance, top corner. Oh my, welcome to the party. Beauty combo. Buck to Dance. One more time, it's 8-6. So first time this year that been able to say Buck to Dance or Dance to Buck, and considering the 1-1 record, you got to figure that this Toronto team can only get better with them in the lineup. So back to a 2-goal lead, and off the draw, Labar. Quick pass up, and they'll set it up in the offensive end. Sutherland. McNabb skips it. Jeffroy, backhand, ill-advised, 8 on the shot clock. Ward's going to try to run it down, gets bumped off the ball. Kicked aside with 2. Ward's going to heave it up and into the gondola as possession will go the other way, and it's Walker in Toronto. Ford, he'll skip it over in some space, and they'll work it to Pfeiffer. One-on-one, Matthews on him. Tries to swim his way through. Good cross-checking. Buck looking for a screen from Ford. Can't get one. He'll go try it again. Lets that one go right on target, but great save. And did it get shoveled in by Menzies just wide? So Gervais comes up with a big save there. And Brampton now with a chance here if they can hang on to it. Mayer. Think better of it. Jeffroy swinging around. Work it to Sunderland. Sunderland chased out. 8 on the shot clock. McNabb swims his way in. Tried to twist her wide of the mark. That goes off the official with 1, and that's going to be a time violation. So a good hold there by the Monarchs. And with 6:40 to go, that will take us again to our officials' timeout. Back underway as the officials' timeout in the books. And the Monarchs and their offense to work. Dance. Get beam on him. Good fake. Ducking. Shot right on stop. Behind the net. Dive attempt. That was a beauty. One-hander. But creased the call as Riley Ford switched hands in the air and almost cradled that into the net nicely. Ward now will set it up. Sometimes it amazes me at the creativity. Pfeiffer playing some defense there. Curl out, McNabb. That shot through a crowd got deflected. And that's going to go the other way and belong to Toronto. So a good job by Pfeiffer working both ends of the floor. And I tell you, he does a little everything for this team. Him and Thompson. Pfeiffer behind the net. Buck. A threat everywhere. Pfeiffer just wide of the mark on that shot, and battle for it. Janky Pfeiffer comes away with it. No reset on the clock as it gets thrown away. That'll be a violation, and it'll belong now to Brampton with numbers. McNabb open. They just blow it. Jeffroy. Jeffroy room. Goes to the bouncer. Good save. Rebound picked up, but not able to get a shot off. And now Toronto is going to get a chance to work it up over the timeline with Walker. Aaron Walker, good burst of speed, puts on the brakes. Like to send a Christmas shout out to the Walker family. They are always present somewhere down the line, and they're an outstanding group, and I look forward to running into you again. Looking for every advantage and can't play it off the netting and go. Got to be a stoppage now as Sunderland. One-on-one with Heidecker. Kicks it across. Jones to the overhand. That will go up and off the glass. Good job to play the Karen by Ward. Zips it across. Ward, great play. Jeffroy. That's going to be an illegal cross-checking call for sure on a great pass by Curtis Ward. So Toronto's going to head to the penalty box, going to give Brampton their second power play opportunity. They are 0 for 1, and they've given up a short-handed goal. So with 4:46 to go here, trailing by 2, again a chance to cut the deficit in half. So this time McNabb and Sutherland have changed, and they'll work Jeffroy at the top. Shot picked up, good scoop up. Off to the races here come the Monarchs. Ethier sends it over. Great save, though, by Gervais. And that's going to be a slashing call, as we all heard that, as Sunderland just a little frustrated, let that stick get a little too feisty, and what was going to be a power play has now been nullified with 1:41. So it'll be an abbreviated power play for Toronto after that time, but we'll play 4-on-4 in the meantime. Under 4.5. Dance. So lots of carpet. Thompson looking for the screen. Buck, top corner. Oh my, did he thread that needle. Right in the top corner on the short side. Tanner Buck with his second of the game, and it's 9-6. So he didn't have a whole lot of room to work with, I tell you, and keep an eye out as it looks like Cole Gervais making a slow walk to the bench. Not sure if he called his own timeout, if we're going to have a goaltending change. It would be Matteo Bodin that would come in. And that is the case. So Bodin's going to come in and replace Gervais. And I think any parent of a goaltender or any goaltender certainly knows that when you play lacrosse as a netminder, you never worry about your goals against. It's about making the big saves at the right time to keep your team in it. Ford, the flip, and Bodin gets, of course, tested right away. And Brampton now will bring it over the timeline. So we'll see if that goaltending change has a positive or negative effect on Brampton is Janke looking for room. Had Jeff Roy instead skip it Ward. Ward curls back out, looks back at an opportunity, but McNabb now will lean in. Too much bounce. Gets the rebound, has an opening again. Changes the angle. That's steered aside by Watson. So a good job by Jake McNabb. Relentless to stay with that ball. Gets his team 20 more. Under 3.5 to go. Second quarter. Jeff Roy. That one right on. Watson save, and a chance here if the Monarchs can pick it up. They do. They have possession. Dunkerley able to get it over, and now it's Dance. So 15 seconds left now in the Toronto penalty. Still 30 seconds in the Brampton penalty. Dance, 10 on the shot clock. Going to try to spin off. Kick off, and had an open man, but not able to pocket that pass. And Brampton now will counter the other way. So final 10 seconds of the man short. And they'll swing it around. So good to see Austin Hazen back out there. Looks refreshed, and he'll go to work one-on-one. Kicks it back out, work it to Ward. Inside Sutherland. Great save in the basket. So Joel Watson read that one, and now Buck at the other end. Pfeiffer with Ward on him. Pfeiffer gets the step, looks for the flip, fakes it, turns it over. Now Jones on the run, one man to beat. Janke. Far side, splits it, rolls, but sitting right on it on the goal line is Watson, and he inches the rear away from the goal line to make sure. Pfeiffer. He'll slow it down here. Been a torrid pace in this first half. Dance. Pfeiffer ducks in. Tries to flip again. It goes awry. Dance bails him out. Spinning for an opening. Pfeiffer as he's taken into the boards, and that's going to be possession. And again, no look. Forward. Great save by Gervais. Oh, I didn't even think he saw that. He was screened. Pfeiffer now. Forward. No look. Pass inside. That one right on. So good job by Baudin. Sorry, Gervais. My credit the wrong way. Mateo Baudin has stood tall here in the early going since taking over as we head to the final minute here. Second quarter. Sunderland looking for McNabb. McNabb gets a quick shot again. Good job this time. Watson kept that basket held tight. And now zips one across. Dance. As Beam trying to bump him off. Dance runs it down. 40 seconds left. He'll work it out to Buck. 15 on the shot clock. Thompson working a Dance. Dancer. Can't get the screen. 10 on the shot clock. Forced turnover. Good defense. Chance now. Jonah Beam. Beam. And there's going to be a penalty on this. It's too many on the floor. And it's going to go against the Express. So with 25.7 seconds to go, we're going to have ourselves a timeout. We'll let the dust settle. We'll be back with the details. So too many men on the floor call will give Toronto their third power play opportunity. They are 1 for 2 with just 25 seconds left. So Dance will be the quarterback. He's got Buck and Ford on that left side. Pfeiffer and Innes on the right. They're going to let this one tick down, make sure they take the last shot. Surprised they haven't taken the goalie out, but either way, it's what you have when you have the lead. They go to work. Dance shot finds the mark. So Bowden had no chance there as Jordan Dance went to the bounce shot top corner. Second power play goal of the game, perfectly executed by the Monarchs, and it's 10-6. 6.1 seconds to go. in this opening half. So the Monarchs have come in fired up here into Brampton Memorial, and clock ticking down, and that'll do it. 30 minutes have been played here on the carpet at Brampton Memorial. 10-6, favor of the visitors, Toronto Monarchs. We'll be back with the third. Already set to go here for the third quarter. Just want to make a correction. Lucas Vera is actually Lucas Ferreira. So my apologies there, Lucas, as we got it right. And also want to send a bit of a shout out before to Trevor McDonald, injured, but of course still a part of this Brampton team. They could certainly use him today. Off the draw, possession belongs to the Monarchs. Briefly anyway, good collapsing defense by Brampton, forces the turnover, and they'll bring it back the other way. LeBar will send it across. Butka has some room. Lets that one go wide of the mark. Thompson has it. Quick pass up ahead. Flip back to Thompson. Thompson back. Give and go. Beauty and a great finish. So the Monarchs come flying out of the gates. And it's Jordan McKenna working the give and go perfectly to pick up his first of the game. So Toronto keeps the momentum rolling along here in the third. So whatever the speech was from head coach Nick Krepensek, it was a good one because they seem fired up here. Off the draw, Beam battling in there, but a good job there by Delmonish to come away with it and takes a tumble, got a shot off. Pfeiffer's going to pick him up, and now Toronto going to set things up again. So back-to-back possessions here to open the third. And out late now, Beam's going to battle for it, gets knocked away. Horsley's going to scoop it up. Horsley on the run. Go to the right stick side. Working that bounce shot. So perfectly done. And I tell you, give credit to Janke, who made sure that Horsley got to his right stick side. And in transition, Andrew Horsley picks up his first of the game. Big one for Brampton to slow the roll of Toronto and answer back right away. So I've said over and over, it's not we said, I said over and over, you talk about teams in the Arena Lacrosse League and how evenly matched they are on offense and on defense, but the difference a lot of times is just the transition, and that's usually the difference in the game. Pfeiffer looking for a screen. Backs in, swings it across. Thompson wasn't expecting it. Menzies going to have to hurry with 6 on the shot clock. Gets it back out. Kick it back. Thompson lets it go. That's right off the logo. Good save there as it looks like Gervais is back in the net for Brampton. And they work it up over the timeline. Ty Clark doing a good job getting it over. They'll set it up now. Ward trying to spin his way in and go airborne, but he ran out of room. And now Kaminga's going to bring it back up. He'll flip, and the dancer in the offensive end where he usually is, half boards, left side. Setting it up, looking for something, surveys. Back out, good backhand pass, but that would have been real tight for Buck to handle that one. And instead now it's up the other way with the Express. Butka one-on-one, Heidecker on him. And now Jones. Kick it down low. Jeff Roy tees it up top corner. So Joel Watson went down, and Mitchell Jeffroy worked the carpet and went up. And it's an 11-7 game. Sorry, 11-8. Pardon my counter. Third of the game for Jeffroy, leading the Express in scoring so far in this game. So Largest lead was 4, now cut down. Back to 3, off the draw. Delmonish on the run, switches hands, tried to bounce that in, and he is dangerous off that face-off, I tell you, as the Express regained possession, and they'll move it up with Janke. McNabb, Jake McNabb has been quiet in this game. He'll work it to Jeff Roy. Jeff Roy gets a screen, Ward's open, tried to roll, but Ward wasn't able to handle the pass, so Walker comes away with it, and Toronto now. Ducking through the pressure, find a cutter in the middle, looking and peeling back out is Ferreira, and now Dance pulls his way in, take it down and scores. So don't be fooled by the size of the Dancer, as he's got plenty of fight, parks another one in there, and it's 12-8. Jordan Dance, first game back. That's his 4th goal, and he has been the catalyst for these Toronto Monarchs here with 11.5 to go, third quarter. Off the draw again. This time it's Jones, and they'll skip it back out and set up the O. It seems like every time the Express try to go on a roll, the Monarchs answer back not once but twice. Backhand try, a little too casual from Ward. And now good double team on the forecheck by the Express. Sutherland has his jersey grabbed. McNabb picks it up, skips it across. Got ahead of himself, did Jones. Still have the advantage. And short, Heidecker hustle up there, off the post. So Janke with a chance, rings it off the iron. Toronto now looking to answer the other way. Good transition across, but not able to find the mark was Rob Harris. And now Brampton, after dodging a bullet, will work it back into the offensive end. Good crowd on hand here on this holiday Friday. Christmas in the books. New York's looking, and Merry Christmas as Butka steps into one. So Curtis Butka on the score sheet in the G column. Big goal for Brampton, and it's 12-9. So Brampton has done a good job of answering. The problem is they haven't been able to stop anyone. Defensively, the Toronto offense has been lethal. Off the draw, Ward does a good job. Good body control, works it the other way, gets it deep in the end. He gets chased by Delmonish and kicks it back out to Jeff Roy. They'll work the two-man game now behind the net. Kick it back out. Sutherland had it, but it popped out of his pocket, and now it's Kuminga. Kuminga thought about it, going to try to swim his way, stiff arms his way over the timeline, and he'll flip and retreat. Ford. Bounce back out on the curl. Good work defensively, but it's Pfeiffer now. Gets a screen on the roll. Chance here, up inside, but a little too much. Rebound, point blank, stopped though by Gervais. So my Cole Gervais has shaken up the cobwebs. Had a little stint there as Bodin took over for him, but back in between the pipes now, and it's Hazen. Hazen works it across, and it's Mayer. That shot right on, easy save for Watson, and he'll air it out. And Dance will dump it off to the bounce. Too much on the ounce. Rebound picked up. No reset at all, as it never touched anything. And a skip pass across to Innes. Innes with some room. Rolls off a check. Trying to dive in. That one shot just wide. Menzie on the doorstep. Couldn't pocket it. Ball loose, and Matthews now picks it up. Matthews He'll wait for the rest of the offense as we hit the 8.5-minute mark, third quarter. Week 4 in the Arena Lacrosse League underway. Jeffroy skip across to Sutherland. Good job defensively by the Monarchs. And that one's over the timeline. So Toronto now will reset here on offense. Buck out late. Had a notion. And wrapped up, and Buck is hogtied. That was creased, but it slipped in. There's going to be a holding call. You can call that a hold, a wrap, a drape, call it what you want, but 2 minutes will be the end result. So Duncan Carte with the extra E will head to the penalty box. Monarchs will go to their fourth power play. They're 2 for 3 with the man advantage. So Dance at the top, usual suspects out there. Innes down at the crease. Him and Ford manning each side. Beam battling for it. Takes down Dance and got to hurry, 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer. Dance, shot. Dance, the finish. He is on a roll today. That's his 5th goal of the game. Comes courtesy the power play. And that's the way you make a team pay the price, as Dance got a little roughed up but managed to bounce right back and found the mark. Just a reminder, of course, Week 4 continues tomorrow at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. It will be the Oshawa Outlaws and the Paris River Wolves doing battle. Then a doubleheader on Sunday. The defending champion, Whitby Steelhawks, take on the Oswego Bears. And that's followed by the Peterborough Timbermen, unbeaten, taking on the 1-1 Six Nations Snipers. Chance there as Menzies with a quick stick, but that's going to take us to our officials' timeout with 7:06 to go here in the third. Right back at her, as it's been a good third quarter for these Toronto Monarchs. They have put up 3 and still hold the lead. Jake McNabb still looking to get going. Jeffroy gets a screen with Ward. Ward on the roll. This time they connect, but taken in hard, and Mason Kaminga took exception, but that's what's going to happen anytime you make contact with the netminder, and be leery of the face mask rule in the Arena Lacrosse League. Do not put your hand on any opponent's face mask. Players did a good job of that, and we'll see. It looks like Joe Watson went down hard, but he's slow to get up. So it looks like he's favoring a bit of his hip. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back. So it looks like Joel Watson's going to be okay. We're just going to get the details on the penalties. It looks like Brampton's going to go to the power play. My guess is initially it's going to be legal cross-check and then a couple of roughing coincidental. So we'll see here. Either way, 2 Monarchs are in the box and just 1 Brampton Express. So that usually, and again, so an interference call and a rough. So it's going to be 5-on-4, and the power play is going to belong to Brampton. So sort of what I said, kind of. Either way, 0 for 2 on the power play. Brampton, so they're going to have to tighten that up just a bit. Hazen out there in that right corner looking inside, and Sutherland passed just a bit off, and I think his passing has been just a bit off. McNabb, that one steered aside, so it'll be a fresh 20 to work with for the Express now as getting good quality shots, just not able to beat Watson yet. Sutherland turns, goes to the overhand. That's right on. Battle for it. Monarchs scoop it up. Got a man in Thompson. He runs under it. Not able to get it cleanly, but a good idea. Just not the right execution. Sutherland on the run. That one knocked down and back in the crease, the call. So a good job by Sunderland, heads up, to knock the defender back in the crease and regain possession for Brampton. So McNabb at the top, as you can see. So that's been a pretty steady lineup. And Hazen. When in doubt, you go to the overhand. And that one was a bullet from the right side for his second of the game. First power play goal of the game for Brampton, and a big one there as it cuts the lead now to 3. So 13-10 with under 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. Off the draw and running into a wall but bouncing off. So a good job there. I tell you, this Delmonish has been good in the face-off circle. Going to be interesting to see how he fares against some of the best in the business here in the Arena Lacrosse League. And Pfeiffer now. So Monarchs looking for an answer here. The lead is 3. Dance, kick out. Buck can't handle it. Run down by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, shot clock winding down. Lets it go off Adamson, who didn't mean to make the save but did. And now it's Horsley. McNabb draws a double team and skips it across. Jeffroy, send it back, Sunderland. Sunderland. Jones gets a step, doesn't get the angle, moves in, goes to the short side. That's stopped trying to run it down. Good job, though, to hang on to it by Harris. And it's stripped away. McNabb goes up, but basket closed as the wickets. Nothing doing there. Watson read that one and made a tough play look easy. Brampton again with a timeline violation, and they'll hustle but give it right back. And now Toronto will set up in the offensive end. Double team coming. Good pressure. Matthews working it over, and they slide it across. Pfeiffer, and too much on that by Menzies. Good block on NFL Sunday, but not quite here on ALL Friday. Hazen got a head of steam going, trying to duck in. Good stick check, gets it back, leaning in. Can't find anything. He'll regroup with Jeffroy. Kick across. Jones, 8 on the shot clock. Jones lost it. Picked up Ethier. He's on the move. Ethier has a man. Dumps it off, and numbers waiting, trailing is Innes. Innes takes a collision and does an outstanding job. Put on the air brakes. I don't know how he didn't collide. Innes, great work there on the forecheck. Good battle. Forces the turnover. It's Heidecker. Adamson back on defense. Skip over. Trailer. Fife dog. 5-hole. Perfectly executed in transition by the Monarchs. And I'm not sure if that's going to be classified as a shorthanded goal, but either way, the dog pound keeps barking as Fife in the house one more time for his third goal of the game. So it looks like going to be a goaltending change as Joe Watson's going to head out. Sam Haynes is going to come in and take over. It's a 14-10 lead with over 3 minutes to play here, 3:18 to go in this third quarter. So a violation by Beam will give possession to Toronto. Brampton just has not been able to mount anything, nothing more than back-to-back goals. Haven't been able to put together a serious run as these Monarchs have just been outstanding. And Horsley now, he'll scoop and go. Has Jeffroy with him. Horsley on his wrong stick side, so he'll curl out. And now McNabb. They're going to need something from him if they're going to get back in this game, that's for sure. Him and Sunderland. Hazen. Hazen with the hesitation. Sunderland, up, down, top corner, on cue. Said they needed a little something from him. And they got a beauty move, stick handling in a closet for the finish. His second of the game. And give credit to Hazen on a beautiful pass. Found him wide open, and even though he was on his wrong stick side, able to fake to one corner and take it back and put it in the other. This time violation will give possession to Brampton, see if they can mount something. Once again, trailing by just 3, 2.5 to go here in the third. McNabb. McNabb finds the mark. So the two guys that they needed a little something from, they just got. And that's the first of the game for Jake McNabb. 7th of the season. Came in as one of their leading goal scorers, him and Sutherland, and they've both delivered back-to-back to close the gap to 2. Off the draw. Horsley battling for it. He scoops it up, bounces off Thompson. Horsley, right stick side, trying to go far side. So Sam Haynes has got welcome to this game with a barrage. And now it's Janke. On the right side, swings it around with Jones. Ward, good skip. Overhand, Radon, stopped by Haynes, rebound, and got away with a hold there for sure. As holding tight like it was a Christmas embrace. Either way, play on, kick out Jones. That's Jones, short side. So how about the run that I said they hadn't been on? Well, they just have gone on it. That's their third straight. First for Nathan Jones. And it's back to a one-goal game with 1:42 to play. So if you were looking for some excitement, some bang for your buck, you're certainly getting it here tonight. These two teams battling hard. A 3-goal run by the Express. They've closed the gap now and pulled to within 1. They have possession again. So momentum right now, the Express is rolling. Sunderland trying to turn the corner. Ethier bounces him out. Ward, Heidecker on him. Ward trying to tuck it off the post. Rebound picked up. Kaminga's on the run. Numbers for the Monarchs. Kaminga, trailer, on the scoop, top corner answer. Jordan McKenna in transition again, second of the game, 15-13. How about that? Mason Kaminga leading the rush. Great delivery, and McKenna, a great finish. Ball laying loose. Ethier battling for it. Again, it's Delmonish tiptoeing on the line, comes away with it. This kid's got Velcro in that pocket, I tell you, and he can bounce off some hits. Beam laying another one. Great job rolling. Gets back up. The double team. Good work defensively. Not able to get the offense out, but Delmonish comes away with that. I don't know how. Gets it over, and a chance here with a step. Just a late stick check on a great opportunity by Harlan. So good defense there. We're under a minute now. Oh, baby, as McNabb sets it up. 32 seconds to go. Third quarter. Hazen, one-on-one. Jeffroy. 10 on the shot clock. Jeffroy fakes it. Dives, goes to the bounce. Mitchell Jeffroy pulling a rabbit out of the hat. If you were looking for a good game from Jeffroy, you got one. That's his 4th goal of the game, and couldn't have come at a better time. 18.2 seconds left, and the lead is just 1. Off the draw. Ethier going for it. Can't handle it. Beam will scoop it. Brampton with possession. 10 seconds to go. Got to attack. Got to go to work now to get a shot off. That one, underhand, goes off a leg and up and out of play, and will stay right with Brampton, 0.7 seconds. Shot right on and a save. So 3 quarters have been recorded here, and they have been good. Fasten your seatbelt. We'll get ready for the 4th when we come back. Locked and loaded as the final 15 minutes set to go here with the Monarchs holding a 1-goal lead. Off the draw. That goes off Toronto, will belong to Brampton. So the Express own the first offensive possession here in the 4th, trailing by a goal. They'll work it across. Ward, Janke. Janke's been outstanding in this game. Sutherland has come to life, as has McNabb. Ward, skip back out. Janke, quick shot, bounce wide of the mark. Ball loose. Janke knocks it down. 10 on the shot clock. Ward, scoop, no look. Quick stick, finish. We are tied. Zach Sutherland getting it done again. So give Sutherland the credit for the goal. His 3rd of the game, but the real credit belongs to Curtis Ward, who sent a no-look pass, zipped it across to that right crease, and on the money for the finish. So a 4-goal run here. Off the draw, Toronto has possession now. Dance. So now Toronto's going to look game even now. Here with 1 quarter to play, and now Patrick Thompson looking for an opening. Swings it out, Ford. Ford shot well wide of the mark. That's going to go up, and Ford does a good job, teetered, but touched the line, and possession now belongs to the Express. So Brampton, good defensive hold there now as they will go back at it here with Matthews. Matthews, he'll retreat, and now Ward will set things up. Jeffroy. Can't get any closer. They'll swing it around. Hazen. Hazen tees it up. That knocked down. Good job defensively. Picked up Ethier. He's going to go for a run. Good job by McNabb not to get a slashing call. And now Toronto finally hold on defense, and now it's the Fife dog working it in. Pfeiffer chased back out by Jeffroy. They'll kick it around to the Dancer. Jordan Dance had that one knocked down by Extra E. Again, good defense there. On the roll, Dance swinging around, and a beauty. Screen and roll. I thought maybe a little too hands-on, but Lucas Ferreira adds another. Scored in the first half, adds a big one there, and Toronto regains a 1-goal advantage. So well executed by the Monarchs, taking their time and knowing that they need a good high percentage shot. And they find one on that screen and roll. Off the draw. This kid is good, Delmonish. As he again, I like the way he attacks that net. Reminds me of an Osborne guy over in Whitby who continues to put the pressure on the defense. Big asset for your team. Sunderland. Think better of it. He'll peel out, and they'll swing it around and work the left side. Ward. Sutherland, duck in. Looking for the roll. McNabb didn't. And they'll look to kick it back out. 8 on the shot clock. Interchange. Slide over. That pass was not going to happen. Chase down and wide of the mark as Sutherland actually took that shot off the leg. And now the Monarchs. So Toronto's been good at answering. We'll see here what they got if they can add to this lead. The dancer looking for that spin move that he does so well. Kick over. Innes! I tell you, he picked a fine time to step up with his third of the season. Cody Innes. Back-to-back goals by the Monarchs, and it's 17-15. So this truly has been a game of runs for sure, and roller coaster ride continues with just over 12 minutes to play. Off the draw, that flip almost intercepted but went right to Matthews, and he'll set up shop there. Butka out, Ward will filter out to that left side. Jones. Size advantage, Butka tries to go under. Great job by Walker to shut that down. And now Toronto take their time. And they got to hurry, though, to get it over the timeline. Got to recheck the shot clocks. Don't seem to be working. Manual count going. And Pfeiffer, one-on-one with Carte. That shot right on by Dance. Horsley battling for it. He'll come away with it. And he'll bring it easily over the timeline. Ward. So a 2-goal advantage for Toronto here. Brampton looking to answer back. Jeffroy gets a step. Jeffroy diving, and that one laid on the line but didn't cross. And Pfeiffer now quick pass up ahead. No numbers for Toronto. Backdoor cut. Chance here. Great stick check by LeBar. In the nick of time, I tell you, as now countering Sutherland. Sutherland lets it go. And laying on it. But a quick pass in transition, end-to-end we go. That one scooped up as Gervais. And it's given right back to Toronto. So McDonald wasn't able to handle it. Pfeiffer now will settle it down, 10.5 to go. Buck has been quiet on the dump off. Chance there, short side. So Lucas Ferreira has delivered twice here in this fourth quarter. And the lead now is 3. So even though Tanner Buck not filling the net, he's certainly getting his teammates involved and sharing the wealth. So in the blink of an eye, it's back to a 3-goal lead for Toronto. Off the draw. Now Monash will pick it up and go for a bit of a run. He's speedy, but he won't outrun Matthews, as those two do a blazing 100-meter dash. Dance skips off at one, and that one gets knocked down. Thompson, no look, looking for Ford. Pfeiffer has a hole, puts on the brakes. Pfeiffer on the curl. Pfeiffer eludes 2 defenders. Great save, though. Boy, oh boy, the Fife dog pulled that one out. Almost added to his highlight reel now, and it's Matthews. Sutherland will work it over to McNabb. You can bet both these two teams just going to get better as this season goes along, and not a whole lot going on with that one, as not the best decision for Braden Mayer, but of course, it's part of the learning curve. Menzies. He'll skip it across. Pfeiffer wrong stick side, but he'll settle it down. We're under 9. Inside to Menzies, and Menzies checked as soon as he released that. So good job on a timely cross check on the double team by the Express, and they now have possession again. Hazen out late, lets it go, and a good glove save there. So a good job to get a glove on it by Haynes. And Brampton battling for it. Walker comes away with it, and they'll quickly move it up on the give and go. Under 8.5. Buck leans in, flips it, and looking for Dance. Dance takes a check from behind. That's going to be a penalty. That's an easy call. So Robert Costello and Dance, hopefully, not quite sure. He might have gone in awkwardly on that wrist. That's he's favoring right now, and just got him back in the lineup, but looks like he's able to put the glove on with his own power. So Toronto will go back to work with a man advantage. Their fifth power play, they're 3 for 4 with the man advantage. So if that tells you got to stay to the box, Dance is going to stay out there. And even if he didn't know to question his toughness anyway, as he will quarterback another set here. So a 5-minute major is the call on the boarding. And a costly penalty will give Toronto a chance here to really put this one away. That one in the basket. Good save there by Gervais now. And so if you're Brampton, you're caught between a rock and a hard place. You're trailing by 3. You need to make up some goals here. Problem is you're short one, and you're going to have to attack. You don't want to attack too much and end up going down 4. Ward, good speed. Ward, airborne, tucks it in the corner. So they go with the ladder and attack, pick up a short-handed goal. And Curtis Ward able to bring that to the table. His first of the game, 7th of the season. And if you give that kid a little bit of room, boy, he is explosive. So the deficit now is 2. Off the draw, Matthews had it momentarily. Thompson battling, and Pfeiffer trying to fish it out, and he does. So he'll flip it. Buck will attack. Buck stops here. Number 8 with a power play marker to answer the short-handed goal. And it's 19-16. Third of the game for Buck. And a big one there. You figure if you're Toronto, you got a 5-minute power play. If you trade goals even, heading into that by 3 and allow the time to elapse, only gives Brampton a couple of minutes to make up that deficit. So time on the side of the Monarchs here. Trying to hand the Express their first loss of the season. So usual suspects out there again. Only difference, Innes not down on that right crease. Dance working the 2-man game with the Fife Dogs. Skip across forward, hit his stick. 5 on the shot clock. Buck. Change the angle on the interchange. Dance, that one right off the mask. Not able to get it now and going to be chased down. Fighting for it is Janke. And Janke comes away out with 2. Janke diving! Janke scores! That's one heck of an effort there. So 2 shorthanded goals on the major penalty. Jacob Janke with an outstanding effort to pocket his second of the game. I tell you, you couldn't have scripted this one. A whole lot's happened. Still 6.5 to go. And it's a 19-17 game. Off the draw, Horsley scoops it. Here come the Express. Horsley just wide of the mark. That's going to go up and stay in play. Scooped up, and it's Thompson the other way. He's going to give it up, and Fife's going to slow it down with just over 3 minutes to go here in the power play. Pfeiffer had a notion. Buck now at the top. Dumps it down. Skip out. Shot right on. Stop by Gervais. Loose in that dotted half circle through the crease. at the exact 6-minute mark. That will take us to our final officials timeout. Well, here we go. Final 6 minutes. Ward's going to leg it over the timeline in a 2-goal game. Express. And not happy with the way one of their players were treated. Double team and Drape, that's going to draw a penalty. So once again, persistence paying off. Great extra effort by the Express. Curtis Ward again, he has come up big in this fourth quarter. And Mason Kaminga is going to go for putting the clamps on him. So with 2:33 left in the 5-minute major, Kaminga goes in for 2. And we'll play 4-on-4. So power play nullified, and it was far from beneficial for Toronto having given up 2. But Brampton now to work. Have some room now with Sutherland out there on that right side. And that's not going to go no matter what league you're in. And that's a delay of game. So that's not going to work either. You got to put it down. Delay of game called. Good piece of officiating. That's the rule. You got to put it right down. You can't throw it. And that'll give Toronto another power play. So it looks like there may not be a penalty called on the play. So they are calling the penalty because it is a delay of game. That's what I thought. Mark Sands initially made the sign for a penalty call. Sutherland didn't like it, figured he would just head to the bench, and instead has to go to the other bench, being the penalty box. So the right call made on that fix. 5.5 to go here. Toronto back to work with a 4-on-3. Dance. Buck with all kind of room goes off the crossbar and out of play. So that'll be a fresh 20. And working that side. Pfeiffer. Quick stick and a great finish. So Tanner Buck doing it up on the power play for his 4th of the game. So a big goal at a big time as the Monarchs were as calculating and precise as you could be with that offensive set. So I think the first penalty should be out. Now, I thought so it looks like 4-on-4 as that's the way things will work here. There's a 12-second differential between the penalties, and that's not a whole lot of time, but it is in this sport. 2017 off the job, Beam. Jonah Beam will regroup, get it over the timeline now, and the Brampton offense. So lots of room out there on the carpet. Hazen 1-on-1. The flip, looking for McNabb, just out of his reach. Managed to get it off the boards. McNabb with Walker on him. McNabb, quick shot, right on, stop. Outlet pass knocked down, and Walker's going to pick it up and get it over the timeline. Aaron Walker now. Waltz it in. Walker shot, 5-hole. Funky Walker, dirty talker. In transition, a big goal for the Monarchs. So coming from an unlikely place, Aaron Walker, but he comes through and delivers on time with 4.5 to go. So it looks like Mateo Bowden's going to go in, back in between the pipes and relieve Cole Gervais. But Toronto has made it clear it doesn't really matter who's between the pipes. They've already put up 21 goals. Off the draw, quick one. Matthews runs under it, couldn't get it though. And a good job by the Monarchs to run that one down. Quick outlet. Backdoor. No numbers. So a good job of thinking this one through by Chris Harlan. Harlan's going to keep that over there, but lost it on a good stick check. And on the move now, Janke. He has been great. McNabb with a chance. Backhand try wide. Rebound, and Pfeiffer tiptoed in. Played that carom. He's going to leg it over the timeline. Numbers now for Toronto. 3-on-2. Pfeiffer. Kick down. Quick shot. Good save there. And that's going to be a too many men call, as I think Brampton is going to get saddled with the penalty. So it's an illegal cross-check to call. And it's going to go to McDonald. So Thomas McDonald in the penalty box, and because it's a major there, now Toronto will set it up. 4-on-3. Penalty over. So Toronto now with a 2-man advantage. Pfeiffer can size it up and pick that corner all day. Exactly what he did. 4th of the game. So Toronto came in looking for some improvement on their power play, and it's funny how they get 23 back in the lineup, and coincidentally their percentage goes way up. 22-17 the lead here for the Monarchs with just over 3.5 to play. So minute 46 left in the Toronto power play, and off the draw again, Delmonish bouncing off, switching hands. This kid is dangerous. They'll swing it across. So time on the side of Toronto. They have no need to rush anything here. 1.5 to work with the extra man. Fife trying to skip it across to Ford. Dance will play safety with shot clock winding down. That one right on. Bowden with the save, and now Horsley looking for some help. He's going to have to leg it. Going to have to hurry. And does. Ward, hesitation, curls back out. Jeffroy trailing late. Under a minute to go now in the Brampton penalty. Ward, that underhand off of Walker, and that's going to carry him. Pfeiffer's going to run it down. Fife tried to feather that in the top corner. Janke plays the carom, and he'll turn it around. Under 2.5. Janke burst of speed. Tried to tuck it short. Couldn't do it. Went through the crease, so it'll be possession to Toronto, and Haynes will air it out to Thompson. Pfeiffer will scoot around. We're inching toward the 2-minute warning, under 20 seconds left in the power play. Skip. That shot right on. Good movement across, sliding across by Bowden, and now penalty over. So numbers here for the Express. Ward to McNabb. So a beauty job again by, this time, Colin Matthews. Finding Jake McNabb on the run, and in stride, he parks his second of the game. So with 1:44, question is that too little too late? 4 goals, definitely possible. We've seen it. Matthews off the draw. So Brampton with another chance here on offense. Ward has had his best game. McNabb has some room. McNabb runs out of space and gets triple teamed, taken down. Ward bails him out on the front. Quick stick finish, top corner. Beauty pass from Ward to Sutherland. Just when you thought it was over, it ain't. fourth of the game. Curtis Ward has been dynamite today. Sutherland has woken up in this second half, and it's a 3-goal game with 1:21 to go. Off the draw, this time Toronto owns it. And good job putting on a burst of speed was Harlan, and they'll get it back out. But Thompson going to have to save it and gets knocked back over the line. Great play by Ward again. Brampton with possession with just over a minute. So got to go to work here. Don't have a whole lot of time for giving touches. Jeffroy. Ward. Down on the crease. Wrong stick side. That one wide of the mark. Hazen. Rebound, McNabb had it. Sutherland's going to track it down. Goaltender back in the net. Going to get back to the bench. 40 seconds. That shot right on the reset. Fresh 20. Kick across. McNabb. That one's saved. Good save by Haynes, standing tall. 30 on the game clock. Picked up. And timeout's going to be called here as Mitchell Jeffroy down. I think initially Toronto had called timeout, not sure here, and that is the case as Toronto will take a timeout. 27 seconds left, and Monarchs have possession. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. So behind the play, Mitchell Jeffroy went down, and we're worried he got assisted off, worried it might be that knee again, and we'll check on Mitchell, a valuable part of the Arena Lacrosse League. Quick pass, open net, and the finish. So the Monarchs, I think, put the nail on it right there, and it's Chris Harlan picking up his first, and just want to make sure that Mitchell Jeffroy is okay. Like I was saying, Mitchell Jeffroy, one of the original members, one of the OGs of the Arena Lacrosse League. He has been here. This is his eighth season, and I tell you, it's guys like that that have made this league what it is. 22 seconds to go. One flipped up. Ward dumps it off. Labar goes to the bounce. So still a little fight left in the dog, as Noah Labar picks up his first goal of the season. .6 seconds remaining, and it may be the fastest game on 2 feet, but I don't think there's enough time for that to occur here. 23-20 in this high-scoring affair, 43 goals. And off the draw, Kaminga's going to fight for it with Ward. Thompson in there as well. Brampton comes away with it, and Ward takes that shot right on, and that will do it. An outstanding game, 23-20 in favor of the Toronto Monarchs. They up their record now to 2-1. The Brampton Express lose their first of the season. They fall to 2-1. On behalf of the Arena Lacrosse League JVI Productions, we hope you had a good Christmas. Look forward to saying Happy New Year, but not before we finish up Week 4, Saturday. Doubleheader Sunday. Don't miss it. We'll see you then.